Good morning, everyone. It's really good to see you here today, and I'll begin our ceremony by introducing Professor Chris O'Neill, Principal and Chief Executive of UHI Inverness, for this morning's welcome.
Well, good morning, everybody. And I'm always impressed at how well you clean up, actually. You're all looking very, very smart. So well done. Well done. You look great. This is one of my favourite days, and our piper has just made it even better. As he walked off there, that was Carol Lan, and as a proud Welshman, I can say how fabulous to be here in the Highlands, listening to our piper playing both his own music, his own compositions, and Carol Lan. So within that context, groeso I chi and groeso I graduaethau hwyn. So welcome to this graduation, everybody. Today is a celebration of your achievements. It's a day that I hope will stay with you for the rest of your lives as one of the most wonderful times and the end of a part of your journey, one of the most wonderful times of your life. I'm really, really pleased that we're sharing it this day with you here in Eden Court, a very, very important landmark within Inverness, within the Highlands. And of course, we at UHI Inverness College, we're a part and parcel of that infrastructure, that ecosystem. And I'm really, really pleased that we're all together to do this within the Highlands. I want to extend some important welcomes. Unfortunately, Victoria Erasmus, our chair, is unable to be with us today. She sends her best. Annie is here representing the board and representing Victoria. I'd like to pay a particular welcome to Inverness's Provost, Councillor Glenys Campbell-Sinclair. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. And a special welcome, of course, to paraplegic cycling champion, gold medalist, world champion, proud Highlander, Finn Graham, who will be talking to us a little bit later on. So to all of you, I extend my warmest congratulations. Every single one of you has engaged and worked and developed in a way that you should be immensely proud of. And I know that what you've been through, what you've done, what you've learned, what you've developed within the context of will enrich your lives and will, of course, enrich the lives of your families, your communities, and the Highlands. You are the group that have faced some extraordinary challenges. We couldn't have foreseen the difficulty and the problems that we're still suffering with from, let's say, COVID and economic downturns and so on. You started, some of you, your journey just before lockdown, and what's extraordinary is you're sitting here now, having demonstrated the most remarkable resilience and engagement, and I'm really proud of that on top of the achievements that you've made as students. I'm amazed at the resilience of you lot. I'm absolutely amazed. Really impressive. So we value you. We value everything that you've done. And I know that you're here with the support of a whole bunch of people that are sitting behind you. Your families, your friends, your mentors, your support network. And I'd like to extend our welcome to you guys as well. So welcome and thank you for everything that I know that you will have done to support our graduates. So graduates, I'd like you to stand and applaud your family. Please. Thank you. Good. I also have to acknowledge the incredible contributions that our staff have made. There are a selection of our colleagues, your tutors, your support staff, and others on the stage. It's a heck of a job keeping the campus running, making sure that the courses work and so on. The work that everybody from our librarian staff, our canteen staff, the cleaners, the lecturing staff, student support staff, the guys in the bothy, and also all of the guys that you don't probably see on a day-to-day basis, the people that are doing that awful paperwork just to make sure that everything flows well. Today is an opportunity for me as the principal to thank them for the input that they've made as well. So I thank you all. I can see some of them over there. I thank you all. And on a day like today, it's really, really exciting because we bring together all sorts of people. And we have Margaret over here. Now, this might confuse Margaret. Margaret has been helping us and supporting us for about the last 15 years, I think. Last 15 years. The last year or two, and we thank you. Margaret is a great pillar of Highland society. Used to work at Dingwall Academy, and quite extraordinarily, let me just turn back to the front page. Gave a young lad, Finn Graham, MBE, Paralympian, gold medalist, world champion, and proud Highlander, gave him detention. He must have been a very naughty boy, but we'll no doubt find out later on. Yeah. So thank you to everybody that's sitting behind and helping and supporting in whatever way that they are. So thank you. This is a really, really exciting moment for the Highlands. There are developments happening in and across the Highlands that are quite extraordinary. One of the things that I'm amazed by is the scale of the opportunities, for example, that the Inverness and Cromarty Green Freeport is bringing to our region. It's absolutely colossal. We're talking about many, many thousands of jobs. A lot of them will be tied into engineering and support services around the engineering, which is great, and we're doing already a lot of work with some really interesting companies, some of which are represented here within the guest area. We're doing a lot of work through apprenticeships, direct training, education, and so on to serve those particular companies. But what's really important, and I worked for a long time in Birmingham, and I learned something very interesting in Birmingham. When Birmingham started to go through its renaissance and there was a huge growth in heavy industry, engineering, the car industry, the development of Jaguar Land Rover, Aston Martin, and so on, what was really important, a very interesting politician, Sir Albert Bohr, said to me, we cannot turn Birmingham into an equivalent of a trading estate in Slough. And if anybody's ever been to Slough, John Betjeman's statement about gentle bombs raining down on Slough, I think he got it about right. What Sir Albert said is that it was really important that Birmingham had a full and proper cultural offer. And exactly the same is true within the Highlands. And I know that the council, and I know that others, including Eden Court, are ensuring that's absolutely the case. What's really important is that as that engineering capacity and as that net zero energy starts to flow, it's really important that we don't forget the space and the place that the arts must occupy. It's vital that the offer here within the Highlands is as rich and as broad as it could and as it should be. So whether it's the food offer, whether it's the fine art, whether it's the theatre, the music, whatever, if you're graduating from an arts degree, you are as vital to make sure that clever people are informed, engaged, are challenged, can question, as those that are working on net zero and helping drive what's effectively a fourth industrial revolution from here in the Highlands. Every single one of you has got a very, very important role to play to ensure the security and the future of this region. So that, I'm afraid, is your challenge. You've got to take that forward. We think there are going to be around about 11,000 jobs within the Freeport alone. That's going to generate fantastic opportunities for you, and I'm way too old to understand what those opportunities are going to be. It's for you to define our collective future. The other thing I just want to say is that we've just had our student survey results returned. Student surveys, you probably all know this because I hope you all filled them in. They are carried out nationally across the whole of the UK, not just Scotland. And our results have just come back in with 96%. When you think that the target for the UK is in the early 80s, around 82%, typically places a score in the mid-70s. Whatever it is that these guys are doing with you guys, it's absolutely extraordinary. 96% is off the charts. You are leaving and graduating from one of the most successful institutions, not just in Scotland, in the UK. You've been a part of that journey, and I hope that you'll remember and reflect on that, and that as you develop in your professional careers, you'll come back to us, our successors, in order to develop your ideas, to enrich your businesses, to enhance your communities, and to be a part and parcel of an ongoing and very, very successful story. One of the things that I've been told to tell you is the ABC principle must be applied to each and every one of you. ABC. Be ambitious, be bold, and be creative. And as you go on your extraordinary journeys, what I'd like you to do is keep us informed, tell us what you're doing, and come back to us when you need our help, our support, or please give us your help and support as you move forward. Socrates. We'll end with Socrates. How could it be better than ending with Socrates? Socrates was very, very interesting, the father of Western philosophy. One of the things that he said is that education is the kindling of a flame and not the filling of a vessel. So as you go out and start to fill the vessels, please make sure that we're part of your journey. Thank you all.
Thank you, Professor O'Neill. I'd now like to invite Sue Bryan, Dean of Science, Health and Environment of the University of the Highlands and Islands, to formally open our ceremony.
Honoured guests and students, good morning. Firstly, thank you to Professor Chris O'Neill and the UHI Inverness Board of Management for hosting this event today. I'm delighted and honoured to be joining you today on behalf of the University of the Highlands and Islands as we gather for this special celebration of the success and achievements of our students. It's lovely to be here for such a wonderful occasion and to celebrate the culmination of a remarkable academic journey for our extraordinary students. Today is an opportunity to celebrate your endeavours and your achievements together with your families, your friends, your lecturers, tutors and supporters. I offer my heartfelt congratulations to each one of you and would also like to thank your families and friends for the support that they've given you. So Chris has given you an opportunity to do this already, but please let's once again show our appreciation for your families, friends and supporters, and please make some noise. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, with knowledge, passion and determination, I've no doubt that you'll make a positive impact on the world around you. You're a testament to the power of education and the limitless potential of the human spirit. UHI Inverness is a very important partner in the University of the Highlands and Islands Partnership, and this year marks a historic chapter for UHI. We've not only reached new heights, we've excelled. In the 2025 National Student Survey, UHI achieves its best ever student satisfaction, surpassing both internal benchmarks and the Scottish sector average, rated 4th in Scotland for undergraduate student success and 1st in Scotland for postgraduate satisfaction for the 4th year in a row. This is testament to the dedication of our staff, the strength of our community, and most importantly, the passion and commitment of our students. And our spirit of academic excellence and innovation has never been stronger. Graduates, you are the heart of this story. You've studied, persevered, and grown in one of the most unique and inspiring learning environments in the world. You're not just graduates of UHI Inverness, you're ambassadors of innovation, resilience, and part of our valued UHI community. So congratulations once again on your success. But before I say the formal phrase which opens this part of the ceremony, a quick word about doffing. When you come up as a graduand, and before you receive your certificate and become a graduate of the university, I'll shake your hand and gently tap you on the head with the doffing cap. This is a traditional part of the graduation ceremony at Scottish universities, and I promise it's not painful, so please don't dodge or flinch. So now, in the name of the University of the Highlands and Islands and by the authority of the Academic Council, I declare this ceremony for the award of degrees and academic distinctions to be open.
Okay, thank you. We will now move to the presentation of the main awards. So our first award is Doctor of Philosophy for a project Science into Action, the Challenge of Effective Knowledge Exchange in Freshwater Biodiversity Management, and it's Matthew John Curran. Our second Doctor of Philosophy is for a research project titled Population Genomics for Management and Conservation of Scotland's Important Marine Bivalves, and it's Lydia McGill. Moving to Master of Education, Specialist Qualification in Headship, Arlene Beattie. Tertiary and Higher Education, with distinction, Julie Jones. Moving to Master of Letters, Archaeological Studies, with distinction, Stephen Allen Taylor. Okay. Master of Science, Applied Data Analytics, Maximilian Izuchukwu Nwosu. Applied Data Science, with distinction, Sarah Ann Atkinson. Applied Social Sciences, Globalization and Crime, Angelique Grant Omotosho. Sustainable Energy Solutions, with distinction, Ella McClellan. Now it's the postgraduate diploma, Applied Social Sciences, Globalization and Crime, Peter Newman. Tertiary and Higher Education with distinction, Emma Sinclair. Professional Graduate Diploma in Education, PGDE, Primary, Paula Aitken-Nicol. Julie Ann Allen. Jane Bruce. Emma Chalmers. Lucia de Mesa Ovalle. Jenny Gillis. Amy Innes. Kelly Margaret MacDonald. Stephanie Ann Manson. Molly Georgina McDermott. Lauren Nicholson. Abigail Mary Beth Sinclair. Olivia Beth Turner. Claire Whitehead. Jennifer Lynn Williams. And now it's the PGDE secondary, Audrey Louise Cool. Tracy Diane Cruikshank. Huang Ting Sui. Julia Arroy. Beth Abigail Gordon. Claire Innes. Jenna McNeil. Barnabas McPhail. Terence Maguire. Robbie Scott Mitchell. Corinna Jane Patience. Thomas Joseph Quinlan. Kern Robertson. Laura Jane Scott. Candice Walker. Sharon Wallace. Lauren Young. Now it's the postgraduate certificate into headship, Vicky Forrester. Shona McBain. Christopher Allen Scrace. Teaching qualification, further education, Jenna Gray. Annabelle Catherine MacDonald Harper. Lorraine Hemmings. Saurav Kumar. Stephen McGettigan Scott. Laura Lee Nichol. So now it's Bachelor of Engineering with honours, Electrical and Electronic Engineering, James Alexander Craig. Electrical and Mechanical Engineering, Alexander John MacDonald. Now it's the Graduate Apprentice Civil Engineering, Kulwinder Chima. Ross Alexander Dixon. David Alexander Duffus. Johnny Graham Hunter. Thomas Alexander Ingalls. Duncan Alexander McKnight. Andrew McCartney. And for mechanical engineering, Deacon Christopher Kieran Bell. And we move to Bachelor of Science with Honours, Architectural Technology, David James Matthew Critch. Abby Gorkin. Jonathan Paul Hunter. Dura Kerr Mackenzie. Kenzie McLaughlin. And we move to Bioscience, Cassie Elizabeth Erskine. Lubna Sharon Karutadath. Cameron John MacDonald. Craig Phillip. And for computing, Leanne Simone McDermott. Vida Rubite. And for geography, Owen Elias. Magnus Alexander Summerled Oswald. Kirsty Ann Ross Baker. And for sustainable development, Erin Alice Graham. Now it's Bachelor of Arts, General Studies, Applied Life Sciences, Scott Dalton. Bachelor of Engineering, Graduate Apprentice, Civil Engineering, Guntervev Lucas MacLeod. Bachelor of Science, Bioscience, Freya MacDonald. And for Computing, Edward Paul Dawkins. Owen McCaskill Ross. Forestry and Treescapes Management, Christopher Alexander Bond. William James Chisholm. And with distinction, Kenneth Hines. Adriana Quayle. Graduate Apprentice, Construction and the Built Environment, Jane Mackenzie Scott. And with distinction, Kenna Warren. Diploma of Higher Education, Graduate Apprentice, Civil Engineering, Caden McCollins. Continuing Professional Development, Level 9, Teaching Qualification Further Education, Jordan James Bryceland. Chris Charteris. Craig Mainland. Higher National Certificate, Applied Sciences, Leanne Johnson. Electrical Engineering, Kyle Reid. Engineering Systems, Gabor Istvan Yakush. Kieran Lewis Mackenzie. And that concludes the presentation of the main awards. Next, we move to our special awards, The Royal Scottish Geographical Society is one of Scotland's oldest academic institutions, and its university medal is awarded to the outstanding graduating honours geography student at the University of the Highlands and Islands. This year's winner studied BSc Honours Geography at UHI Inverness, where she made a positive and kind contribution to the learning community, exhibiting calm, intelligent, and inclusive behaviours. She even spent hours standing outside in the rain collecting data for her dissertation, investigating how a green space affected a microclimate within Inverness. This year's Royal Scottish Geographical Society University Medal recipient is Kirsty Ross Baker. Congratulations, Kirsty. Could you please join us on stage to accept your award from Professor Chris O'Neill? Now we move on to the Institution of Civil Engineers Student Prize. This year's winner started at UHI Inverness as a modern apprentice, gaining HNC Civil Engineering with a grade A. He progressed on to BEng Honours Civil Engineering as a graduate apprentice, graduating today with first-class honours. Throughout his studies at UHI Inverness, he has been employed at Amco Giffen in the railway industry. During that time, he has demonstrated a strong desire to produce a high standard of work, scoring high marks and submitting assessments ahead of schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, our Institution of Civil Engineers Student Prize winner, Thomas Ingalls. We now move on to the last part of this morning's ceremony. It's my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Finn Graham, MBE, one of Great Britain's most decorated elite paracyclists. He first discovered his love of cycling at just 4 years old, and by 7, he was already mountain biking competitively. After moving to the Highlands, he began competing in the Strath Puffer, a 24-hour mountain bike endurance race based in his home village of Strathpeffer. At the age of 17, Finn's talent was recognised by the Great Britain cycling team, joining their development programme in 2016. From his first national title in 2017, Finn has gone on to dominate in both track and road, and has won 4 successive World Championship road race victories, the most recent being last month in Belgium. His Paralympic debut at Tokyo 2020 earned him 2 silver medals, and he returned to the podium in Paris 2024 with a gold in the road race and another silver in the 3,000-metre individual pursuit. Earlier this year, he was awarded an MBE for his outstanding contribution to cycling. Fresh from winning a haul of medals at the Paracycling Track World Championships in Brazil earlier this month, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Finn Graham.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction. I'm a lot more nervous doing this than cycling, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm honoured to have been invited here today, and even more honoured to share this moment with all of you, the graduating class of 2025. It's a privilege to stand before you on such a meaningful day, so congratulations to each and every one of you. To the graduating class of 2025, today is your day. Congratulations. I also want to give a special mention to the families, friends, staff, mentors, and everyone supported you along the way. Thank you. I know how important such a good support team is to get the best out of myself, and you have all played such a huge part in the success of the graduates here today. Even in an individual sport like cycling, it is always a massive team effort, and it's great that you're here to celebrate this important milestone. Let me begin by saying how truly grateful I am for the invitation to speak here today. It is a real honour and a deeply personal one to stand before you, not just as a guest, but as someone who proudly calls the Highlands home. To be here amongst the next generation of leaders, thinkers, creators and change makers from this region fills me with pride and hope. There's something special about coming back to the place that shaped you and having the chance to speak to those who are now stepping forward to shape its future. I remember the Highlands being a safe place to grow up. I recall when my cousins came up to visit from Manchester and we were all playing in the woods. My auntie realised there was no adults with us. She panicked because they were not used to that freedom. The Highlands is a place where you have the freedom to be who you want to be in a safe and supportive community. I know I have benefited from that and that you have too. It is humbling, and amongst so many graduates here today, especially when my own academic achievement topped out with a B in higher PE. However, my school, Dingwall Academy, was always so supportive of my sporting journeys. One of my PE teachers and Benwithis Cycling Club nominated me for the Lord Lieutenant's Award for Rocher, which allowed me to buy a more competitive bike. One day, there was a time when I rode from school from Strathpeffer to Dingwall over Knockfarrell on my mountain bike. I turned up late, covered in mud, to be greeted by the head teacher, Mrs. Cormack, at the door, thinking that I got myself into trouble, but to my surprise, she loved the fact that I'd ridden in. As well as the supportive school environment, UHI Inverness has also had a part to play in my development as an athlete. I've spent time training in the gym on campus before moving down south, and I was delighted to return to the campus yesterday to speak to the current students. But today is not about me, it's about you guys, and I've been asked to share some key moments in my own journey. And it all started when I was wee and born into a pretty active family who loved mountain biking. I watched my parents riding at the local mountain bike centre, and I couldn't wait to do the same. I was fortunate enough that my parents embraced this and took me along to races as soon as I was old enough. In the very early races, I became very good at losing, but for me, it was about being involved because I was a cyclist. I joined the local Benwithis Cycling Club and began to train more seriously and ride bigger races, eventually racing in the local but world-renowned Strathpeffer 24-hour mountain bike race, solo, finishing in the top 10. On leaving school and having been born with club feet, I began to consider whether I was eligible to compete in parasport. This led me to contacting British Cycling, who invited me to a talent ID session in Derby. Challenge number 1. The downside of living in the Highlands was a 1,000-mile round trip. Anyway, it was successful as they confirmed that I would be eligible, and they selected me for the foundation programme where they took over my coaching. Challenge number 2. Did I mention that I was going to have to change from mountain biking to road and velodrome? Having never raced these before in my life, but no problem because I'm a cyclist, I belong here, and I've got this. The following year, I became national champion on the road and was getting to know the velodrome. I really felt that I had some momentum and was ready to step up to the national team, but then my performance began to deteriorate, and I knew there was something up. Challenge number 3. I collapsed and was admitted to hospital on my 18th birthday, and after some intensive investigations by the superstars at Regmore Hospital, I was diagnosed with lupus, an autoimmune disease that affected my kidneys and threatened my entire dream of becoming a Paralympian. My mum was worried and told me that I might have to have a kidney transplant, but I'm a cyclist, I've got this, I could race at the transplant games. Anyway, did I mention the NHS superstars at Regmore? Their treatment and care were phenomenal, and I made it back to racing, kidneys thankfully intact. Making the team for the Tokyo Paralympics was a dream come true, and an icing on the cake was to bring 2 silver medals back to the Highlands. Fast forward to last year's games in Paris, and I made the team again. This time, though, I was aiming for gold. Another silver in the velodrome with my teammate Jacko meant that the road race was my final chance to get that gold. Challenge number 4. 2 very fast Frenchmen who were conspiring for the whole race against me. However, I'm a cyclist. I belong here, and I've got this. I had visualised winning and believed I could. Lifting my arms as I crossed the line was another dream come true. Challenge number 5. Everyone wants to beat the Paralympic champion, and so it goes on. Life doesn't get easier, but very early in my journey, one of my coaches said, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And I now understand that more clearly. No matter how good you are, you still have to work hard to keep the results coming. Various people have inspired me during my journey, from watching the Downhill World Cup in Fort William every year, to watching the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in 2014, and joining a British cycling team full of world champions. As I mentioned earlier, I'm the one who gets to stand on the podium after a race, but it could never happen without a massive team of people supporting me: coaches, mechanics, physios, nutritionists, and also my parents, Dee and Drew, who played all of these roles early in my journey, and Anna, my girlfriend too, who accepts the sacrifices that come with elite sport. For you, today marks the end of one chapter and the start of an even more exciting one. As you move forward, I want to encourage you to pursue what truly matters to you. Don't just chase titles or trends, chase the thing that light you up and ideas that keep you awake at night, the challenges that make you want to grow. Passion will carry you further than any plan ever could. But remember, success isn't a solo journey. Stay connected to the people and places that shaped you. Your community will keep you grounded, remind you where you came from, and help you see how far you've come. In my own journey, every achievement has come from others believing in me, guiding me, and sometimes challenging me to do better. I'm standing here because of those connections, and one day you'll be the ones inspiring others to take that next step. You're stepping into a world that needs your energy, your creativity, and your compassion. You have everything it takes to make an impact, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. So go out there, believe in yourself. You've done the hard work to get here today, and today your hands are in the air as you cross that finish line. And then it will go on into the world of work, where you may sometimes feel like everyone's trying to beat you. So stay curious, stay connected, and above all, stay true to what you love. The future is waiting for you to shape it. So finally, I would just like to say a massive congratulations. You are a graduate, you belong here, and you have earned this. Best wishes for all of you in the future and whatever it holds for you.
Thank you, Finn. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the end of this morning's ceremony. But before we finish, I'd like to ask you all for one last favour. And we'd love to get a group photograph of you all celebrating. So, if I could invite our photographer Paul to the stage, and if I can ask all students and award winners to stand. So, okay. I think I'm going to wait for Paul to signal to tell me he's ready. Yeah. I'm going to count us in. So on a count of 3, you're going to wave.
I'll do the counting.
Okay, you'll do the counting. Paul's going to do the counting. Right, okay.
2 seconds. It's very, very dark, okay?
Oh.
So I can't quite see you, so...
Oh.
Is that the best we've got light-wise? That'll be a yes.
Oh.
All gone very serious. 2 seconds. Okay. Big cheer, okay? You're crossing the finishing line.
Okay. So finally, I'd like once again to take this opportunity to congratulate all our students. It has been an honour today to be here to see you, our students, our colleagues, friends and family come together to share in this wonderful celebration, and we are so incredibly proud of you. For those who are joining us at 3:30 p.m. for our celebratory reception at UHI Inverness, I look forward to seeing you later. If you're not joining us, please go and celebrate because you have earned it. For all, we wish you continued success as you embark on the next chapter of your lives. And as we conclude today's celebration, may I kindly ask all graduates and guests to remain seated until the platform party has exited the stage. Please be aware that registration for the next ceremony is currently in progress, and the foyer may be busy as you leave the building. We'd appreciate it if you do not gather in that area. Thank you.